Hello guys, Lincoln here, doing my next beginner's tutorial. I think it's day 5 or day 4, I don't remember actually, I have to check that out. But before we start, I just want to give uh, some standing ovations to Sadaharu. Now that we've seen him in action for the guild boss and for the harbingers, I can just say that this guy has to climb the ladder. My next tier list, he will probably be first now, because he's so good against the bosses, since he does that poison. And especially on phase 2, this is now the stage 2 where the boss can mind control an opponent. Thanks to him doing poison, he adds poison on both the boss and then on someone else, like Magla here. He can easily take out those rangers or someone like Daeva that would basically shoot down the entire melee team from the behind. So really strong hero to have in basically all play sets. Wherever you use this guy, Sadaharu is fantastic. So I just want to have that said. When it comes to the guild boss, I can also mention as well that there's been some discussions if you should use a healer or not. Some say you shouldn't, since you will heal him up. So if you want to finish this guy, having some healers can be a problem, since he will mind control the healers and then he will get full health again. But you should also know that if you heal up your boss with a mind control and gets back to stage 1 basically in health, well then you get more points. So it's not really a big problem. I'm not sure you should just try to do some tactics where you use healers, because if you don't get mind control with the healer, it's just a waste of a DPS that you should have used instead. But it's not really a big problem having healers either, so just so you know that. What I wanted to discuss today, as a beginner, once you reach day 4, day 5, or further into the game, until now the catacombs haven't really been a problem, but once you get a little further in, that's when you start to wipe and start to use those revivals to complete them. And one of the main reasons, there's a lot of, I actually made a lot of videos on how to complete the catacombs, but the main issue you will have probably as a beginner is that you want to push your main team so fast, so you have like only a really good strong main team with 5 heroes. And if that's the case, the level of the catacombs, they get actually harder the stronger your main team is. So it has nothing to do with the throne room level that we thought it was before. You can push your throne room without any problems, but if you push your main team too high, and then you don't have any backup heroes afterwards, you won't complete catacombs. So the easiest way to actually complete the catacombs without, well, you actually want some heals as well, but that's actually trying to level up more than those 5 heroes. Early on, I know you want to push up a main team, so you can do some good PvPs. You want to farm those army camps, but you really have a lot of use of a few more heroes early on for the catacombs, because if you don't manage to do them, it's really a big problem, because you will lose those fragments daily of those fantastic heroes you can get here. So that can't just happen. So for that reason, make sure you always can complete the catacombs, and if you can't, try to level up a few more heroes, because you can always have some extra that you can switch out. So early on in the catacombs, use some of your bad heroes, let them die first, and then you can swap out until you get to the end bosses. Then that's when you throw in your strongest teams. And you also want some extra heroes early on to do those dungeons, because you need, if you want to farm, for example, Birsha, you need some werewolves to complete it as well. So say you want, you need 2, or at least 2, maybe 3 werewolves early on to do those dungeons. And that's when you have use of some extra werewolves, some extra vampires and humans and so on. So really important thing to think about. The other thing I mentioned really early on, you wanted to craft those rings and amulets to get some really strong attack power on your heroes really early on. Once you're level 20, you need to start making these attack power rings on all your DPSers, all your damage dealers basically. The next level that will be important for you is actually level 44. So make sure you always, once you reach your heroes to that level, level 44, that's when you need to be able to craft these boots. And these are insane as well. Once you craft these, you get attack power as primary stat, and there aren't that many boots actually that gives you damage. You will actually have to wait until level 74 for the next one. So you will actually have level 70 heroes that will still be using your level 44 boots. So don't hesitating making tons of these boots for all your heroes. They are really strong for their level. So push them up and push your hero's attack power up a lot by doing this. So these boots, level 44, really important to be making once you get to that level. That will be it for this time. See you guys.